Hello everybody and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. So we are doing a short level 3 dungeon today, and we will bring Freyman, our man-at-arms, and he will use the Moon Ring and the Legendary Bracer to get some damage. He will be slow as a duck though. And then we have Montgomery, our grave robber with kind of a manly name. I will have you the snuff box. And I guess none of you have any diseases, so you don't really need a snuff box. Let's just have you use the pile for them. Anyhow, and then we have an occultist who will do the healing. Some debuffing, some stunning. Perhaps I should have some damage instead. Yeah, not sure. Don't really like this group too much, but it should work alright. But we don't have a lot of damage, we only have this man-at-arms that will have to do the damage. Anyway, it's just a short dungeon, so we didn't really need to check those, what's it called? The skills, camping skills. Let's go something like this. But look at our money, we are getting really low on money. And here is a tip that says that they will have a high resistance to bleeding attacks. So we still can use blight attacks from our grave robber, but I think that attack is pretty bad.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
If we check like a thrown dagger, for instance, that will do full damage and increase her accuracy. Poison dart will do minus 90% damage. It may land a blight though, which is nice I guess, but yeah, I think this needs some kind of revamp. So we are doing, we are exploring, which means we have to go back in this room and then we could take the left here. We can leave one room. So
the darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
I'm not sure if you should have a stun when you are in the back. Let's have the AoE attack instead. So let's go. The problem is that this was a short dungeon, and most of these guys have really good camping skills.
Mind that such missteps are the exception,
for example,
and not the rule.
I have a scouting chance increased on our grave robber, but it will still be pretty low since it's dark, and I didn't get a chance to use my camping skills. Otherwise I would have used night moves, for example, to get more scouting. Right. Stunning our only damage dealer here. And he's dodging even if he has like 0 dodge. Right. What? You can't even use poison dart from here? Oh well. Let's start throwing daggers then. And some bleed. Vulnerability hex. Weakening curse. That didn't seem to do a whole lot. Still with 3 damage.
Slow death.
So the Oracle is down. Some bleeds. The occultists usually have a high bleed resistance, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. What's this? The solo? An AoE attack that will do no damage, but lower their accuracy. And give ourselves a speed buff. Interesting, but... Okay, this one will bleed out. Heal ourselves a little bit here. Another stun. Yeah, I need to change the poison darts. They're really bad.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh well.
Continually
At least our men-at-arms do a lot of damage.
Them all.
He's still debuffed from that trap though, so. Right, let's go back. This should be a pretty fast dungeon. Those doors sounds very loud when you open them and close them. I like the fact that everyone is carrying their weapons a little bit shielded out, but the man-at-arms, he's ready to strike. I guess if you have a mace like this, you might rest it on your shoulder instead of having it holding it downwards. I'm not sure. Right. Interesting. Oh, I forgot to change the skills on my grave robber. That might come back and bite me. But we have launch, so I will use that. Let's try to deal with one of these fish people. Eight damage. Yeah, we can use this artillery. That's a huge damage actually. Okay, so you are in the back. Forward 3, so you will get to the absolute front here. Well, let's try this. Oh, such a solo! Everyone resisted. Joke's on me, I guess. It's time for a snail. So now he has a lot of speed at least. Let's try to land this bleed. I mean, we could throw... Ah, the poison darts actually have really high accuracy, so that's something. I didn't think about that. Oh! But I still think it's pretty bad.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
I think we need some healing here. Let's finish this guy.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Dodged again. I'm sure he has pretty high dodge, but okay. This guy can't attack the front row, so that's quite bad. Well, I can attack it with Finale. So let's play a solo here. Minus some accuracy. Poison dart here. Still need 4 damage to make it die from that. 1 heal. This is his last attack. Not dead yet though. Can't play another solo. That's a better heal. For sure.
As the fiend falls,
So,
a faint hope blossoms.
I mean, that actually worked fine because it could actually hit the ones in front, but let's just go with pick to the face. Yeah. I wouldn't mind be able to cure bleeds in this map, but we have the bandages for that. So it should be too bad. Scouting. Right. Almost the whole map, actually. So we'll have 2 fights. Oh. Okay, that's a bad map. It didn't show this fight. Right. Let's land a weakening curse on the wide mouth here. Buffed up slug. Can you use the stun from row 3? Yes, you can. So I will actually use the launch attack here. That was like the minimum damage. So low. Let's just play a battle ballad. Stun this guy. Maybe should have stunned that snail. 10 damage is quite a lot. Use pick to the face or the stunning attack. I think we use pick to the face this guy. Another buff. Let's keep on playing some battle ballads here. Oops. Yeah, with that battle ballad, the cultists do a lot of damage. He's rocking out. Try to stun this one. So, pick to the face. Okay, that heal wasn't very impressive. Guess we dealt with that slug.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can
So we
be
need to replace, change places with you guys. We should get eating prompt soon. One more fight. Seems okay-ish. Let's try to land a heal on her. That's -6 health. Let's bandage up. Could try to land a stun here. Let's throw dagger and miss.
The
Bleed
ground
instead.
quakes.
More bleeds. I wonder why the Man-at-Arms has so long reach. I think it's a little bit cheesy. But he can reach further than the Leper and the Crusader, while still having the defensive abilities. I guess that... heal me! Yes. She got stunned, so she can't actually use the bandage. forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, the Man-at-Arms. So, I mean, he feels so much better. Okay. Than the other guys. The other melee guys. Sure, the Crusader has some nice
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
supportive skills, but it's not that great. Now we are missing everything. So we might actually get a Death's Door here. Nope, but it's pretty close. Pick to the face. I'm not sure what if this guy has a face. It looks like eyes still, like he's sleeping. So maybe. This guy will bleed out, like I said. I'm hoping for another heal. Don't think it will happen. Maybe if we use the Battle Ballad, we might be able to do the heal once more. Nice.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. So that's something he says when we kill something with a bleed. That's actually pretty cool. Such an easy way to make a game more immersive. Having a really good narrator like that. So anyone who wants to eat, because this is a fight. Fight! Right, we have cultists and one fishy. Let's try to kill the one in the back here. Stumbling Scratch doesn't sound very bad. Let's buff ourselves here. $16 damage. Well, 14 heal is also pretty good. I like the fact that these two guys are taking turns being in the back row where they will do less damage. At least from what I understand from this mechanic. Come on. 8 more. Easy crit. I would really like to hear what he says. That text is a little bit hard to read sometimes. Boom! Let's try to land a bleed. He's dead. So we should use a bandage if possible. Okay. So eat some food, use some bandages, and then we have some busts. What can I do with the fish idol? Whoops. Okay, fish idols are bad. So she lost a lot of damage, which means I should kind of change the poison darts, I think, so she can at least land some blights. Trying to be smart here. It's not always as easy as it seems. Deeds or portraits. I think it's like bust and quest we need, but I'm not sure. Right, barnacle crusted chest. whatever. More portraits. I have a gallery large enough. Let's keep on. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Okay, a grave robber should be the best to deal with traps. I guess the jester is good as well. Ah, not that great actually. A little bit better than the other guys. Pack contains loot. This room contains monsters. Oh, it's this door, not this one. Oops. That's a big fight. I will surprise them in the middle of the night here. Right, we need to deal with this Postulant Thrall before he blows up. The easiest way to deal with it is to crit a lot. Yeah, he will bleed out. Ooh, nice! 10 damage. Let's stun the bulwark before he starts protecting people. That guy will be super buffed though. While she is super debuffed. One more damage. I'm tempted to use a heal, but I think it's better to just try to land this. And stun the one in front here. Since he's buffed up, juiced up. Okay. It's hard to hit this big guy. Right, let's stun him so he stops defending this one. So weakening curse. Yeah. Have to try to counteract that.
Well struck.
That Buffy has. Should be has this. Oh, he actually didn't have the buff anymore, so that's good. Sleep with the fishes. More bleeds. Plucks. Some heals if we have to do one more battle. 0 damage, that's nice. That sounds fun to resist still. I mean, this stun attack has a pretty high chance to land while it's also pushing them backwards. It's really useful. So yeah, like I said, it feels almost like they are a little bit overpowered, these Men-at-Arms, when compared to the other guys. Or I just haven't the right tactics.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
There's an empty room here, so let's go there. Use the fish to abandon this. Let's dig through it. Nope. Yeah, we need some medical herbs or anti-venom perhaps. Eat some food, and the grave robber will eat 1 extra because of the item she has. Right. That wasn't too bad.
Despite its morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze
Steady
seems
bracers are
almost traversable.
alright, but not that great. 12,000, alright. Tuck it out. Meditator. That's a quite bad quirk. Manslayer is alright. Armor Tinker is bad because I don't really care about money. This one is really good. +2 speed. That's almost worth to lock, I think.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So you might have noticed that I'm doing this management after the recordings. I hope that's okay with you guys. I think it can get a little bit boring if you have to check all the things I do. I usually check for interesting characters though. Like this time we have another Houndmaster, which I might hire. We need some kind of tank for this low level guys, but we should be able to do it anyways.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A
Let's
bond forged
with
by
Lucy.
battle and bloodshed.
We can check the Nomad Wagon. The Berserker Charm is really nice. So we already have a couple of those. And we're getting close to the boss. We could actually do a level 1 dungeon in the next time. +40 stun skill for Houndmaster. That's interesting. Can really make him a good crowd controller in the front here. Problem is that well, he doesn't have to be in the front, but in the 2 front rows to use that. I guess if he stays in the front with the Blackjack and the Hound, or well, Target Whistle, he can stun targets while also marking high important target, so they get minus protection. So that might not be too bad to pair him up with the Arbalest and maybe a Bounty Hunter. So we'll see what we have to do in the next episode. But thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.